The Leap Foundation proudly presents the Meet the Mentor podcast with Dr. Bill Dorfman. Dr. Bill is a TV host, New York Times best-selling author, two-time Guinness World Book record holder, fitness guru, celebrity cosmetic dentist, and philanthropist who founded the Leap Foundation. Here's Dr. Bill.
Hey, Dr. Bill here. So we're about to do a Meet the Mentor with somebody up in Canada. But before we do, I want to share something with you. We're super duper excited this year. This is probably going to be our last year at UCLA. We're looking at changing our venue. So please don't miss this Leap. It shall be phenomenal. Leap this year will be July 16th to the 22nd at the beautiful UCLA campus in the beautiful Palisades Ballroom. What is Leap? If you don't know, shame on you. No, Leap is an entrepreneurship program for high school and college students that we have done for the last 16 years at UCLA, where we basically teach kids skills to be successful in life. And we do that by teaching skills you need to know, like time management, money management, how to interview for a job, how to apply for a job, public speaking. I mean, so many different things. And we also have the opportunity to introduce students to amazing mentors. In fact, Leap culminates on Friday with something we call a mentor workshop, where we bring in 100 to 150 successful professionals, and you sit at a table. It's like speed dating. For 30 minutes, you get to interview these mentors. Then you go on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And it's literally phenomenal. We have people that show up year after year for 16 years because they love the experience so much and have been able to really reach out and help so many students. So mark it in your calendar, July 16th to the 22nd. If you want more information, just go to leapfoundation.com. Sign up today. It'll be amazing. We have Autumn Kendrick. She circled back to her family business called GnuSante, Gnu spelled G-N-U, and she'll tell you what that means, in Vancouver, Canada, after an international career as a model and a certified scuba instructor. While the new philosophy was ingrained in Kendrick's upbringing around her father's work disrupting the food and beverage category, the outdoor enthusiast brings her back to her background and to the company's mission. With a bachelor's degree in social work and sociology and a master's degree in cultural studies and education, Kendrick is committed to using science, research, and nutrition to create mindful solutions in drinks for all generations. She's an avid scuba diver, runner, hiker, and yogi. She understands how important it is to have an easy on-the-go drink that truly betters your life and your lifestyle. Her goal is to help people of all ages enjoy the beautiful outdoors without having to hunger or go through energy crashes, which could hold them back. So Autumn, thank you for being with us. So how'd this happen? You actually graduated from college and went on and worked as a model all over the world, and then decided to come back and go into your family business. Tell us about that.
Okay, well, I have to say, whatever your background is, it feeds what you do. Use it. My background is dance, modeling, scuba diving. All of that really informs me now. I mean, what doesn't inform you? What's your background and how those different careers inform you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I went to school as a ballet dancer, ended up falling in love with social work, got a job modeling out of working in a dance company. So never know where that road leads you. And from there, I discovered scuba diving and acting, went back to school for a bit because traveling, I wanted to continue keeping my brain active. That's so important to stay engaged, especially if you're excited and pushing yourself forward. And then COVID hit. I had a project that was paused. My dad was looking for some help around the office, and that brought me back to the company. I just love the idea of putting environment and people first in a company that's focused on bringing great products to market.
Well, your baby is Radiate, right?
My baby is Radiate. It came out of laziness. Who says great answers to the world? and great products out there can't come from all different inspirations. So I am the type of girl who gets into bed and goes, I should have done something for my skin. We all need to help take care of, our beautiful encompassing skin. But I'm in bed now and I'm lazy, and I am definitely not getting up because it is warm and cozy and I'm where I'm at. So I knew my dad knew really great ingredients, and there was all this research out there, and we worked together and found basically a replacement for your 20-minute regime. So I remember I can drink a can a day. So that's how I took care of my skin, and just in a fun way.
So let's talk about kind of the bigger picture of your company is GnuSante. So let's talk about GnuSante and what GnuSante does, and then how you kind of focused in on, the drink aspect of the company.
So GnuSante means relentless migration to health. So our focus is all about putting great products inside us. We believe that what we put in us becomes us. So we put quality first, we put ethics first, making sure that we're truly encompassing what we're taking in. I started here actually doing product checks. And, you never know where you're starting your company is, but with the right energy, with the right motivation, with seeking those opportunities, I had the ability to kind of hop in on different projects. And then there was a client that had a collagen soda-esque, but it wasn't really going anywhere. And I repitched it. And I was like, well, why can't we expand this to really not just being another collagen drink, but being something more with synergy, with science backing? I was looking at the market, doing my own research, both going in grocery stores and just being a dork. Life and work can be anywhere. And saw that there was a need for something with ethical background, need for something with backed by science that I could trust as a consumer, and need for something that tasted really great. So I brought it to the company and I said, I think we should do this. There's a market for it. And I'd love to be a part of it.
All right. So before you introduced the drink Radiate, your company had different product lines in what? Skincare? What else did they have?
So we had a hydration beverage from birch sap, a really cool kind of like coconut water of the north, although they hate me saying that because it has micronutrients and antioxidants. So it's like super hydration. We have an on-the-go Fuel the Fun. It's a balance of protein and fiber. We have a kids line. And I also, a side project, introduced what I like to call the big kids line, because we're all big kids. So that's our line for $9 through $99. It's just an on-the-go snack beverage. Again, easy. I'm a hiker. It's in a pouch, which is eco-friendly. And then we have other various projects. We are ingredient nerds. So we like to build beverages around healthy, functional ingredients that are backed by science. So wide variety.
So I'm a little confused. Are all of your products beverages and then just a few snacks? You don't have skin? Tell me everything you have. I'm kind of.
Yeah. So we are expanding and growing quickly. The idea is to be a beverage company, a functional beverage company, that if you're thinking, I need something healthy, let me go to GnuSante. So we started off with newbies, which is our fuel. I like to say, I'm a noob. Are you a noob? As in approaching life with fresh eyes. I think it's so important to do regardless of your age. We have our hydration, which is a 52 North. Radiate is our first step into supporting healthy skin. We had a coffee protein for a bit. We're right now reworking that to help with focus. And there's other ideas in the background. We like to percolate.
All right. That's cool. So what drew you back into the family business? I mean, you were out doing all this stuff. Was it just you kind of got bored in COVID and thought, you know what, it's time I joined Dad and the team, or what was it?
Not at all. I think, it's a passion I never thought I would have. My dad created a very popular drink in the 90s. It was kind of in my background, but I never, in 1,000 years, if you had told my grade 12 self, you're going to run a company with your dad and be creating beverages, I would have laughed. You never know where opportunity is going to come. You never know where that excitement, that drive is going to come. So I was actually working on a docuseries about scuba diving around the world and impacts of climate change. And it was a lot of travel involved. Obviously, it got paused with COVID. So it was kind of like, okay, well, I can continue hanging out or I could stay active and engaged. There was an opportunity to just pick up some hours helping my dad on production. And then I was like, this is fun. And one of our employees had to go back home for an family emergency. And I hopped in our lab, and the desire to learn, regardless if it's in your forte of experience or not, is so beneficial. So I just took in everything I could, every opportunity, and was like, oh, wait, this is really fun. And I have this idea, and I pitched it to the team, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. So, I mean, having a voice, trusting your voice, and taking any opportunity to learn and grow presents opportunities you could never imagine.
Oh, that's awesome. So what are the features and benefits of Radiate?
So Radiate is synergistic skincare in a can. It's on the go. So literally you can take care of radiant, healthy skin anywhere, be it on the subway, be it, taking a moment for Zen in the middle of your day. So it is clinically tested ingredients, all showing results in 28 days at the clinical trial. So a lot of products out there don't have clinical dosage. We do. That's really important to us. So collagen, a collagen booster, omega is for hydration, all work together. Each ingredient's in the can, 4 fun flavors.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning. Let's say I'm a student and I have an idea for a drink or an energy snack or whatever kind of product like that, and I really want to take this to market. Can you kind of give us a little bit of a roadmap as to, what I should be doing, maybe courses or classes I should maybe be taking, or things I could do to prepare myself to do pretty much what you did?
So I would ask myself one big question. Do I have passion about this? Will I have patience for the road ahead? And do I have the perseverance and energy to understand that a no that you receive is not a no, period? It's a no, not right now. And you can keep going back. If you have the passion, the perseverance, and the patience, then okay, you're ready to go. From there, take marketing classes, take webinars. There's so many opportunities to learn that aren't going to cost you anything. Read mentorships, like read every morning, and have energy to learn from whatever opportunity. It doesn't have to necessarily be a huge investment, but those small courses that feed you a lot of information are so powerful. 2 years ago, I hadn't learned Adobe. I hadn't learned any marketing skill. I didn't understand the CPG community. I was literally a newbie in all of the space. I still say I'm a newbie, but any opportunity that I got to learn from someone in the industry, take a 2-day, convention in the industry and talk to individuals who are currently active was priceless.
So how would you even go about finding, say, a manufacturer to make up test samples?
Google's a friend, and LinkedIn's a friend. You know what? A lot of people in every industry love to mentor. So I get people that reach out to me who are like, hey, I'm looking for X. Can you help me? And I might not be able to personally help them, but I can connect them with someone. So don't be scared to ask. You're not always going to get a return, but someone will eventually get back to you. So that's that perseverance piece. And Google's friend, like look up manufacturers of X. The biggest thing is look around. A lot of places are going to say you have to do huge volumes. The small people are out there. They're a little harder to find, but you can find them to get you your start. So you don't have to do a big financial investment.
That's awesome. All right. So right now you kind of switch gears. You join your family business. You're working on this project Radiate. What are your plans for the future with, your company and things that you want to bring to it?
So we traditionally loved creating beverages. and then kind of like letting them live on their own. I'm excited to spread the word about it, get the message out there, bring it to a larger population, not just let it be for our own little community. And then I really want to build us to have the name GnuSante be the first thing people think of in North America of, I want a healthy drink with a benefit. Let me see if GnuSante has it. So if you're like, hey, I want a drink that helps support my focus, let me see GnuSante has it. So that's where we want to go, is really be a breadth of products for health and nutrition through beverages.
And are you guys available only in Canada, or are you available in the US as well?
We are North America. We're not outside of North America, but US and Canada, definitely. Amazon carries everything. Our own website carries everything. I mean, this world with Shopify and BigCommerce and everything, there's a huge opportunity to start a little idea and make it grow. And then we're also in retailers across North America and quickly growing.
So how many years has GnuSante existed?
GnuSante was started with my dad and my sister, probably like 10 years ago, and I joined in 2020. So this is my third year. But we've just been entering the US market and really getting rolling in the last 3 years with stores across North America.
What do you think has contributed the most to the growth of your business?
Two things: make a budget, stay to your budget. So you can really understand where you're growing and those opportunities, just not catching every fly and kind of being a cat looking at light. And the other one is drive. The number of times people told me I was crazy, even in the last 2 years, never let that distract you. A year ago, I had presented the kids big drink thing, and everyone's like, oh, that's great, it's never gonna work. Those same people last month at Expo West, which is our big trade show for ideas, all were like, this is a winning product and I should come work for you. You know, if you take those no's to heart and up, then you're not going to go anywhere. You have to be like, I think I know what I'm doing. I believe in it, and I'm going to keep going forward because I know there's an opportunity here.
You know, that's so funny. One of my favorite quotes is, do it because they said you couldn't, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
And I remember when, I owned Discus Dental. We were the largest manufacturer of tooth whitening products in the world. And our company created the Zoom tooth whitening product. And we paid a lot of money to do focus groups. And in these focus groups, you bring in 50 people off the street, you pay them for being there, and you ask them all these questions, right? So we were having a really hard time coming up with the name for this, revolutionary new laser in-office whitening product. And like going into the focus group, I knew Zoom was the name, right? But we had 5 or 6 names up there. And Zoom lost. And I'm sitting with my creative team, and they're like, Doc, we this is the winner. I said, you know what? Screw the focus group, screw the winner. I want Zoom. I know it's a winner. And my partner, he's right. And now who knew Zoom video conferencing, but I could confidently say Zoom is probably one of the most recognized words in the world now, not because of us, but my instinct was so strong, and I knew that it was going to be the best thing for the whitening product. And of course, then video conferencing helped support that. But focus groups are good, but I believe in what you said, as an innovator, if you really have a strong, passionate belief for something, look at the focus groups as somebody's opinion, but you got to do what you feel is best.
The other big thing that I would tell people is an obstacle is an opportunity. You can't look at it as, oh, shoot, I've hit a roadblock, that's it. It's a chance to come up with a new solution. coming up with naming, Radiate didn't start as Radiate. It literally came from us hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock in copyrights and trademarks. And now I wouldn't want any other name for our product. So whenever you hit a roadblock or an obstacle or a no, it's just an opportunity for you to be more imaginative on getting to the right place.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you a funny story. So what you're doing in the drink world, I'm doing in the chewing gum world, right? I'm launching a new product now called Kickballs, and they are caffeinated gumballs. It has
Great name.
110 milligrams of caffeine in them. And, we went through rounds and rounds and rounds of names. And so the first name that I picked, I loved. And unfortunately, there was an alcoholic beverage on the market. And even though the patent office granted me the patent for that name, this alcoholic beverage said, nah, you can't use our name. So we had to go back to the drawing board. And I'm thinking, gosh, I'm going to be on Oprah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, they should want me to have the same name. So I decided I would write a letter to the woman who owned the alcoholic beverage company, trying to convince her to allow me to use the name with her. And I started doing some research because, I didn't want to just write a letter. I wanted to write a letter that was personal to her.
Oh, yeah.
And I look her up, and her last name was Kick. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's the answer. Forget the letter. I'm just going to call it Kickballs. So it's Kickballz. And we applied, we got the patent, and now we're off to the races.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, having imagination and taking those challenges as opportunity is such a key characteristic of being a successful entrepreneur.
Totally. So if you could wave a magic wand right now and say, this is what I want my company to look like in 5 years, give me that vision.
I mean, I definitely have my vision boards and our business plans. I have to lay all that out. We're right now doing raises, so I have to very detailed lay out our 5-year plan. But we are in counters at the concentrate and beauty counters. We're in functional grab and go convenience and grocery stores. Our GnuSante newbies is everywhere in conventional. And we are now starting to build the name of GnuSante recognized across North America, as I can feel good about taking this. And I know I enjoy the taste and it's good for me.
How did you guys solve the distribution problem?
So distribution is a nightmare always.
Right.
We're vertically integrated. So the manufacturing side is nice. We've made the investment to create our own product. And if you can do that as an entrepreneur, I highly recommend it. It gives you such great control in times of chaos. Distribution, we would eventually love to be large enough to distribute ourselves. But right now we use a network of different distribution companies. But if you can come to them with data that your product will sell, that there's a market for it, and here's the doors that already want us, you can better negotiate the rates with them. But there are some industry rates that you just have to accept and know those rates when you're price strategizing your product. Don't go be like, I think this is the price my product should be. Really understand what are all the different pieces of the pie people need to take to get the product to the consumer.
That's awesome. So, Autumn, if people want to reach you, is the best place to do it on your website at GnuSante.com?
GnuSante.com. You can use the contact us form. At this point, we're still a small little thing, so that goes straight to me, as does our chat support. Although I will say that hopefully will change soon, or you can reach out to us on our Instagram. Myself and a lovely new employee responds to all of those. So I'm pretty easy to get a hold of, be it LinkedIn or straight on the contact form on our website.
And remember, when you spell new, it's GNU.
Yeah.
Sante, SANTE.com. And if you'd like to get a hold of Autumn, just go to GnuSante.com and she promises either she'll respond or the new employee will, correct?
Absolutely. And if you say that you're watching from this podcast or if you're from the LEAP program, I'll definitely make sure it goes to the top of my box.
That's so sweet of you. Well, thank you. That was really, really informative and very interesting. And I wish you and your family the best of luck with GnuSante and Radiate.
Thank you. And good luck with kickballs.
All right. Hey, Dr. Bill, over and out.
To learn more about the LEAP Foundation, go to leapfoundation.com or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LEAP Foundation or on Instagram at LEAP Foundation. Listen to the Meet the Mentor podcast with Dr. Bill Dorfman on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.